Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing 10 of my favorite luxury items that I consider to be non-negotiables in my beauty routine. I will always spring for these items. They are important to me, and I realize this list is going to look very different for everybody depending on your priorities. So if you have any favorite luxury items or products in your beauty routine that you cannot live without, you always splurge for the luxury item, drop them in the comment section. I cannot wait to read through all of your favorites as well. Now, I am a firm believer in balance, of course. So there are plenty of items that I always save my money, and we will talk about that in a later video. So I will be doing a follow-up. Today, though, it is all about luxury. So the first item, luxury candles. Now, with the holidays fast approaching, I also think this would make an incredible gift. I love having luxury candles out. I have a huge candle collection and I have plenty of cheapies. I also think TJ Maxx, Ross, Home Goods, those are also great places to get candles. I have plenty of Bath & Body Works candles. I always wait for a sale. But as far as decorating the home, I think you cannot go wrong with a beautiful luxury candle. This to me feels like a special treat. It's something that you can enjoy for years and years. Even when they're not lit and you're not enjoying the candle itself, it looks like a beautiful decorative object. They do make incredible gifts. I always remember exactly who gifted us luxury candles. I remember the scent of the candle. I always light the candles, and they're some of my favorite gifts to receive. So now I like to give luxury candles as well. This one I pulled from the living room. This is the Eden Rock candle from Christian Dior. I believe this was the first full-size luxury candle from Dior I ever purchased, and it's, I would say, about halfway done. Anytime I light this candle, we can only keep it lit for maybe 30 minutes because it truly does scent the entire room. The scent lingers for a really long time, so the quality of these candles is outstanding. This one is really nice. It's perfect for spring, summer. It's a little bit fresh and just reminds me of vacation. This is a candle that I light in the room. I keep it on my vanity. This is the Parfum de Marly Delina candle. This candle I just grabbed from the fireplace. I haven't lit it yet. I've been waiting. I like to savor my candles for as long as possible, but it smells really good. It's from the Harmonist. I believe these launched in August. They have a line of candles. This smells so incredibly good. It's Velvet Fire. I've been waiting and I've been saving this for cooler weather. This is a really nice fall winter candle. One of the main reasons I love luxury candles is that it is something that you can hold on to. If the vessel is beautiful enough, then you can save it and you can use it for keepsakes. Like I use this old diptyque candle. This was a fig candle. I use this to store my makeup brushes. My next luxury beauty favorite is probably one of the most underrated parts of my beauty routine, but it is so important to me, and I've partnered with Sleep and Glow to share the Omnia pillow with you today. I've had this for, I would guess, over 3 years now, and I sleep on this pillow every single night. You might notice in the mornings when you wake up that your face is really puffy and you have some lines and indentations on your forehead, the nasal labial folds right here especially, and that's from your face getting smushed by a traditional pillow. So normally when you sleep on a traditional pillow, it's going to create a lot of pressure on one side of your face and it's just going to push everything inward. It happens gradually over time when you sleep that way for 8 hours or roughly 8 hours a day every single day, and as we age, our skin just doesn't snap back quite as quickly. So you'll notice that those lines in those particular areas, they start to get deeper and deeper. The Omnia pillow is completely different. For one thing, it is so soft and really comfortable to sleep on, but it has this 3D, really nice memory foam, and there's a gap right here. There's a little space for your face to rest really comfortably. When you sleep like this, you're fully supported up here by your forehead, fully supported down here at the chin, and then you have this really nice blank space right here for your face. That way, it's not pushing up against your skin, your face is not getting squished in. It also provides really nice neck support, which is amazing. Most of us do sleep on our side. I always try to sleep on my back, vampire style, but then throughout the night, I always end up waking up on my side. And I know it has a 3-year warranty as well as a 30-day trial with money back guarantee. So if you're interested, and I highly recommend checking out this pillow, I do have a promo code right now. The code is Erin, and you will save 10% off your Sleep and Glow pillow. Number 3 is a longtime makeup staple for me. This is the lippy that I'm wearing today. This is the Le Rouge Duo Ultra Tenue Longwear Liquid Lipstick from Chanel. I picked up 2 new colors when I was in New York because I was just walking around the boutique and I felt like I needed to buy something. So 104 Bright Raspberry, this is the color that I'm wearing today. Just kind of trying it on. I'm trying to go for more of a bright poppy lip. And then this is 126 Radiant Pink. I've never owned these 2 shades, but I have, gosh, probably 10 shades of this lipstick, and it's my all-time favorite formula because it is so easy. It's so convenient. It's long wearing. It's really comfortable. You have the liquid lipstick on this side, and then you top it off with the gloss. It's not going to stay super glossy unless you just keep reapplying the lip gloss, but it keeps it really comfortable on the lips. I do not usually wear matte lipsticks, long wear lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, because I find that they don't look all of that flattering. Even if it lasts a really long time, if you can see every tiny little crack on your lips, that to me is a giant no-no. My all-time favorite nude, and probably the one that I've gone through the most tubes of, is Tender Beige. I also really like Intense Caramel. There are a couple really nice nudes. Light Rose is a really great color as well. They have some beautiful reds, but if you're looking for something that is bright, happy, not quite red, but is just sort of a pop of color on the lips, something other than nude, I think these are fun to try as well. I almost forgot to mention one of their greatest attributes: transfer resistant. Now, if I were to smudge and smear this around, yes, you would get a little transfer, but you really don't get much transfer, which is why this is another great lipstick for brides. If you're taking photos, if you're going to be out at an event for a really long time and you just know you're not going to be able to bring a lipstick with you, or there's no time for a touch-up, this is the best lipstick. I mean, nothing. There's a little gloss, but no color. I have a feeling I'm going to ruffle some feathers with this next pick. This is what works for me. You have to do what works best for you, but sunscreen for the face, for the body, whatever. But sunscreen for the face, I like to invest, and I will always go for the luxury option for a few different reasons. I think most people will agree, and even I would agree, any sunscreen is better than no sunscreen, but my face can be sensitive to products. I hate when I break out after using something that just didn't work for me, so I would rather go for products that I know work well with my skin than risk messing things up, getting irritation. If it smells funny, if it's sticky, if it doesn't have a nice texture, if it doesn't work beneath my makeup, I'm not going to wear it. And these are just a handful of them. So the Instant Photo, this is the Airy Fotona Ageless Ultralight Emulsion. It is SPF 50. This is the one with a little tint in it. So like earlier today, my husband and I went for a really long walk around the neighborhood, and we've been doing that on the weekends since it's a little bit cooler out. This is the sunscreen that I wear every single time. Even though it has a tint, I also apply it to my neck and my chest. It doesn't leave a white cast at all. It's very thin, which I love. So I'm getting SPF 50, but it feels like you're not really wearing anything. Doesn't break me out. I can sweat, I can be outside for hours at a time, and it really does protect my face. And this one also contains skincare as well, which is an added benefit. I believe it's a peptide that's supposed to help reverse the signs of aging, on top of SPF protection, which is one of the best things you can do for anti-aging. So I love the formula. It is on the pricier side, and full disclosure, this bottle was sent to me complimentary, but I don't care. I will repurchase this myself time and time again moving forward because it's so easy to incorporate into my routine. And on days that I'm not wearing makeup, this is what I apply every time. I have a few other favorites here. This is the Shiseido SPF 50 Clear Sunscreen Stick. This is amazing for touch-ups. Even though it's not a mist, I do have other sunscreen mists that I like. It doesn't really disturb your makeup, so I can pop this in my purse. I take this with me on trips. I take this with me anytime I go to the pool, to the beach, something like that. This is always coming with me. Beneath makeup, as a primer, I really like the Supergoop Glow Screen. I have every single shade, and the darker shades, like this one is Sunset, I will actually use this on my neck, chest, décolleté area, my shoulders, sometimes my arms. If I'm going out to an event, especially if I know it's going to be outside, I will use this on my body because it adds a little color, but it also leaves a little sheen. It makes your skin look so beautiful. I really like the look of this product as much as I appreciate that it has SPF 40, which is really amazing. So this I will always go through. I will always restock. I have worked with Supergoop. They've sent me sunscreens in the past, but this is also one of my most restocked products that I purchase myself time and time again. This is the Eye Contour Mask from Sicily. I checked right before I sat down because I thought, oh no, I hope they still make this, because this has been my only tube. I've had this for years and I still have so much left. It lasts such a long time. But when I bought this, it was $130 and now they've bumped it up to $170, which is heartbreaking, but still worth it because there's nothing else that I think could replace it. I've never seen any other product like this. Now you can use this as an eye mask. So you could apply a thicker layer all around the eye contour. Okay, it says apply a thick layer, leave on for 10 minutes. You could apply as long as you want, and then carefully tissue off without rinsing. What I like to do is I'll dab a little bit of this on, very tiny bit, half a grain of rice. I mean, not very much, and that's for both eyes. Leave it on. Don't tissue it off. Mix it right into your concealer, and when you blend it out, you will notice that the skin remains really soft and supple. Your skin will stay hydrated for hours upon hours upon hours. So if you have really dry under eyes, this is a game changer. And it acts as almost a Vaseline-like texture. It's not as thick as Vaseline, but I would say it has that really thick kind of tackiness in that it almost seals the skin. So if you apply your eye cream and then apply a little bit of this on top, it ensures that your skin is going to stay hydrated. If you are very careful, you can even dab a little bit of this on top of your makeup throughout the day if you get really dry. In fact, the first time I saw this demonstrated from a Sicily rep, that's what she did, and I immediately purchased it. My next luxury favorite is a splurge to save type of situation. It's luxury nail polish. This is the shade that I currently have on my nails, and it's probably the shade that you've seen me with the most. This is from Louboutin. It's Tutool. I believe now it comes with a gold cap. This one actually came with the gold cap, but I didn't like the brush as much, so I held on to my original nude cap, which is why mine looks a little bit different. This is, I think, my second, it could be my third bottle of this nail polish. I'm pretty sure this is still $50. It looks so extra with this giant pointy stiletto. It's obnoxious, it's over the top, but because I paint my own nails, I feel like I'm actually saving money when I purchase a luxury nail polish because, like I said, I've gone through several bottles of this nail polish and it's pretty easy. I do my Sunday or Monday early morning mani. It lasts me typically the entire week. Sometimes I might have to touch up, but I really like the quality of the nail polish, and I know there are plenty of people who do very basic, simple nails, and with tip, they're probably spending $50 or $60 every single time they go to the salon. And then I pulled out my Chanel nail polish. This is what I was wearing. It's Sequins, the holiday polish. It's very opaque with silver sparkle. It is very black, which I love. I think it looks really chic. I know some people probably don't like black nails, but I love black nails. And this is such a pretty color because it has the shimmer in it. Now there is an exception because I am not opposed to less expensive nail polish. I have plenty of OPIs. The Sally Hansen Quick Dry is one of my favorites when I don't really have a lot of time, but I need to get some polish on my nails. I swear by the Sally Hansen Quick Dry in Buff and Tumble. It is the perfect nude and it dries in 5 minutes. Now this one feels like a no-brainer, but tell me if you agree or disagree, but sunless tanner, I will always spring for a good luxury sunless tanner because it makes such a huge difference with your skin tone, and you can have a terrible mishap with sunless tanner. It's happened to me before where the color just wasn't quite right, or maybe I completely messed up on hands, feet, Part of that is application, self-inflicted, but you have to make sure you're getting a good formula that isn't going to stink, that's not going to stain your sheets. Sometimes they're really sticky, they go on patchy, or they just don't have the right undertone. This is the Loving Tan 2-Hour Express in shade dark. This is very dark. This is my over the summer, I'm gonna be in a bathing suit, I'm going to be in a bikini, or I'm taking pictures outside. That's when I go for this sunless tanner because it takes me from 0 to 60 very dark, but I love it. I love the undertone. I love the mousse. It does have a scent to it, actually smells a little bit like cocoa, which I really like. If you're not careful, it will stain your sheets, but I have my own routine, so I know how to work it so that it doesn't get all over the place. A couple summers ago, I did an experiment and I purchased all of the popular sunless tanners. I compared all of the luxury tanners. I did drugstore tanners and I swatched them all on my arm to see what the colors looked like. The clear foam tanners didn't really show up nearly as much, and the Loving Tan was hands down the best. We are moving on to hair. Hair care as a category in general, I think is always worth the investment, especially if you have color treated hair, if you're lightening your hair, if you're bleaching your hair, if you're going darker with your hair, any sort of chemical treatment, you almost always need to be willing to invest in the products in order to maintain and keep up with the health of your hair. Otherwise, you will pay for it. I have so many different hair care favorites, things that I use for different occasions. These are two of my favorite styling products that I've been using lately, and they both contain a heat protectant, which I think is good for everybody. Unless you're just letting your hair naturally air dry every single day, even if you don't color treat your hair, I think you should invest in a heat protectant. Kerastase, this brand has saved my hair so many times. This is a spray, so I like to do a spritz, and then I'll do just a teeny dollop of the cream. This is the new Nutritive Lotion Thermique Supplétrice. It's a detangler, it's going to help condition the hair. It also helps protect against heat, and then I layer this one. This is the Nectar Thermique. It has plant-based proteins, niacinamide. It's a beautifying anti-frizz blow-dry milk. So I take just a teeny tiny bit of this, and together, layered, I think it does make a huge difference anytime I'm heat styling my hair. In the shower, the routine is also important. That's when I've been using my Blonde Absolue products. So this is the Hydrating Illuminating Shampoo. It's amazing. It feels really hydrating, even though it's clear. It also feels somewhat clarifying. I just love it. This is one of my favorite hair masks, but this combination has been incredible for me lately. Which brings me to my next luxury item, T3 Hot Tools. All of the T3 Hot Tools really, but the curling iron, I just got the new curling iron that curls by itself, similar to the Beach Waver. These are the best hot tools on the market, in my opinion. I love them. You have so many different options, different barrel sizes. I find them to be really easy to use. I consider myself to be a novice with hairstyling. I'm not great at it. I do my best, but I can never get it to look as nice as they do in the salons. Even I can get it to look pretty decent. This is the wand that I used today. I think this is the 1.5 barrel, so I just have kind of a loose wave. I wanted to have a little more body, a little more texture today. But I also really like the 1/2 inch wand that makes your hair really curly. The 1.5 inch curling iron is really great. I also love that tool as well, but I have a whole drawer upstairs with different tools. I feel like I have just about every single hot tool under the sun. The only ones I use really are my T3 tools. They have different settings that allows you to customize the heat level, so I always try to go with one of the lower heat settings, and I know because they check the temperature of the heat, it's not going to get super hot. There aren't going to be little hot spots where you accidentally burn your hair. Last but certainly not least, I will always splurge on a luxury fragrance. That is one of my favorite things to splurge on, and it just so happens to be the final step when I'm getting ready to get out the door. I like to do my makeup first, then I'll style my hair, I pick out an outfit, and then depending on the mood, the occasion, where I'm going, that's when I choose my fragrance. Every once in a while, I'll be inspired by my fragrance first, or I sort of know in my head, maybe I want to test a certain combination, or I applied a specific body lotion, so I know what fragrance I want to wear later on. Most of the time, it just sort of flows. It's just the evolution of the getting ready process, and then my fragrance is always that final accessory, the cherry on top. and then I feel like I'm actually ready to leave. For today's video, I was thinking about the fragrances that make me feel like my most luxurious self, and it's a brand, Viktoria Minya. Hedonist smells a lot like honey. It's sweet, it smells very wealthy. This is just the ultimate luxury fragrance. It's warm, it's sensual. It smells so expensive, and I just feel like getting dressed up and going somewhere really important, maybe a special occasion, a special date night, a holiday party. I absolutely love the bottle as well. And then Hedonist Iris Absolue. This one is a little bit more edible, not quite gourmand, but there is a delicious quality to it, and a warmth and maybe a woodiness in there. It is so elegant. This is one of the most elegant fragrances that I have ever smelled. Just intoxicating. This one is a little bit more reserved, a little bit more understated, but anytime I wear this fragrance, Hedonist Iris Absolute or Hedonist, I feel like I am the best smelling person in the room, hands down. And that completes my list of luxury favorites, the products that I will always splurge on no matter what, because they just make my beauty routine better, they make my life better, they help boost my confidence, and I just cannot be without them. So make sure you leave all of your luxury favorites down below in the comment section. I cannot wait to share the list of products that I would rather save on. And as I sit here and I think about the list of obvious ones, I feel like that's going to be a very controversial video. We all have to budget somewhere, right? But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful and fun. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be listed down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.